Good YouTube, it's your boy Jaden Raj, and I'm back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be going over fashion trends of 2020. Now, I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do this video, and I've been watching them in specific detail, and I came up with a lot of trends myself, or a lot of trends that I like, and some of them I dislike, or some of them I have 50-50 opinions on. So I will be touching on sneakers also, sneakers and fashion trends. So basically, I went to Instagram and I went to Pinterest, and I grabbed a lot of the photos or a lot of different pictures that resemble these trends. We'll be inserting those into this video, and I will also be giving my honest opinion. Now, if you are interested in a lot of these trends, this is not to bash anyone, but I am not encouraging a lot of these trends. But if you want to take part in a lot of these trends, however, do so. Like I said, I will be giving my honest opinions on a lot of these trends. So if you feel some type of way about what I've said about the trend that you are partaking in, I'm sorry, that's not what I intended to do. I'm just giving my honest opinion. But before we get into the video, if you are new to my channel, I do make fashion and sneaker related content, so stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, make sure to keep liking and keep commenting so I know that you're enjoying my content. So let's go. I'm gonna be reading the trends off my phone, so I have my phone right here. Oh, and I do have the iPhone 12 Pro Max or whatever. I got the new iPhone. I didn't do an unboxing because I just felt like it wouldn't go with my channel or correlate with anything on my channel. So I kept it. I didn't keep it a secret, but I just kept it to myself. You know, unbox my little phone with my mom or whatever. And then I just got it. But I am going to be talking off of my notes. I have all of the trends here, and then I'm just going to give my honest opinions off the dome. Now, the first trend that I've been seeing a lot in 2020 is just, I'm going to start with sneakers, obviously. One of the trends is the remakes of Air Jordan 1s, Air Forces, and Dunks. I've been seeing a lot of people basically doing their own custom shoe of the Air Jordan 1 or Air Forces 1s or the
Air Jordan Dunks
and stuff like that. Now, my honest opinion, I'm the person that's 50-50. I don't hate it, but I don't necessarily love it. I don't hate it because it's like, okay, you want to be creative, do your thing. Obviously, if you want to be creative, just do your thing. The reason why I don't love it also because it kind of takes away from the actual Air Jordan 1 shoe. But at the end of the day, if you're creating something that's better than that and people will buy it, then I think you won. I've seen a lot of good ones. I can't really remember off the top of my dome or remember even the pictures in my phone which ones I think were good, but I've seen a lot of good ones and I've seen a lot of bad ones. I'm going to try to insert a lot of the pictures that I've seen and a lot of the remakes, but like I said, I am that 50-50 person that does not really care, but I just think it takes away from the actual Air Jordan 1. But then again, like I said, if you want to put your work into something and you create something better than what actual Air Jordan came out with, then do so. I'm not, that's a hustle right there. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. So like I said, also, I've been repeating myself. I did see a lot of good ones and I did see a lot of bad ones, so I will be trying to insert that in the video.
Active by night, keep going crazy.
Now, the next trend of sneakers that I do see a lot of cream laces on like either new or really used shoes, if I'm saying that right. Basically, people have been putting their own cream laces in like old shoes to kind of give them that kind of rebirth, that kind of regrowth, basically making them look a little more newer. And like I said, this is a trend that I actually might hop on because I do have a lot of old Air Jordan 1s or Air Jordans and or just shoes period that are kind of busted. And the cream laces might do them justice if I do add, you know, the little cream laces. But like I said, I actually like the cream laces trend. It's not a bad thing. I just think people are overusing it. If that makes sense. I think people are just overusing it. Like, you're gonna have cream laces in all your shoes. Like, come on. Like, you don't need cream laces in all your shoes, and I don't like them in new shoes. Like, if you're gonna get a new pair of Air Jordan 3s or Air Jordan 4s and you put cream laces, for what? Just wear the regular laces. I feel like the cream laces are only for shoes that are already busted and to kind of give them that new look and that kind of rebirth. And I know a lot of shoes already, like a lot of Jordans already come with cream laces. If I'm not mistaken, the Air Jordan 5s, I'm pretty sure they come in like red, cream, and like blacker, if I'm not mistaken. So if they regularly come with cream laces, then obviously that's okay. But if you're just adding cream laces to a new shoe, it's like for what? It's honestly like for what? The next trend that I have for sneakers is the dunks. Air Jordan and Nike period, Jordan brand, whatever, they have been going crazy with dunks this entire 2020. I feel like in the summer of 2020 they dropped like 20 dunks. Like I don't understand. Me as a person, I was born in 2000, so and I just started getting into fashion and sneakers about 2018, 2019. So all these dunks, they're obviously new to me. I obviously know they came out a long time ago, but they're all new to me. So I really did like the dunks. I actually wanted a pair. My favorite dunks that I've seen come out in this 2020 year are the blue, orange, and red one. They came as a pack. I think they're like St. John's, Kentucky, and then Syracuse. Those are my all-time favorite dunks. Like I said, I am new to the sneaker scene and fashion scene, so I know all these dunks have come out in the past. But those are just my top 3 dunks of this year, if I would say. I'm going to probably do a top 5 sneaker list of 2020 towards the end of the year, just so you guys know why and how I pick out my sneakers or like my sneakers, if that makes sense. But like I said, people just wearing dunks in general, I don't hate this, because obviously Nike's making money. Obviously people are going to wear dunks next to a nice shoe. They're kind of the lower version of Air Jordan 1s in my opinion. They have the same type of hype, and they just have a lot of good colorways. Now the one they did with Ben & Jerry's, I'm not a fan of those. They just look really weird to me. They just look really weird. Now obviously it's a hyped around shoe, it's a talked about shoe because it's a Ben & Jerry's collab, and I think it came in a nice little ice cream cup or whatever, and I think that's dope. The advertising, the marketing of that entire thing is dope. But I do not hate the dunk scene. I just feel like people, they just tend to, you know, when stuff that are old come back, I just feel like people have a hatred towards it, and I don't understand why. Because if this is introduced in our culture now, our generation now, and you guys already had it, I feel like that's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, if you already had it, why are you mad that they're reintroducing it to our generation? And because they know they're gonna get our coins from this generation. This generation go hard with the sneakers, we go hard with the clothes, so they know that they're gonna get their coins if they release it in this generation, obviously. Now, another sneaker trend, my last sneaker trend that I will be talking about, and I have been seeing a lot more people wearing blazer mids. Now, if you do not know, blazer mids are these tall, like mid-sole Nike shoes. They're called blazer mids. Obviously, I think they're like blazer mid 77s, if I'm not mistaken. But I've been seeing a lot more people wear it. If you go to the little fashion and archive pages, you see a lot of people wearing blazer mids. They're all white or like sail colored, and their checks are usually like either red, blue, or black. You can get the check in whatever color you really necessarily want. But I do like this trend. I actually do want a pair of mids myself. I just think this is a nice, simple, that you can obviously style with almost anything. And if you're going for that I like, some people like to call them Momo Boys, if you're going for that like kind of trying to get on those archive pages, this is the top shoe that will get you on that page. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people on that page just specifically wearing this shoe. Now, this is the only mids that I will vouch for. All those little Air Jordan 1 mids, y'all gotta stop that for real. That Air Jordan 1's mids is not even on my list, but y'all gotta stop wearing those for real. That is not a good shoe. That is a bad shoe. That's bad feet. Just stop it. Stop it. And them low tops too. Them Air Jordan 1 lows, stop. Bad feet. Just stop, please. Just stop, please. It's not a good shoe. The second trend that I will be talking about is vintage and refurbished vintage items. Now, like I said like the dunks. Nike, they come out with a lot of stuff. They've been around for a while. They have stuff that's called Nike Vintage, basically just Nike stuff that came out in 2000 and later. Basically the Nike Vintage. I've been seeing a lot of people wearing a lot of Nike Vintage pieces, and you can basically almost either find them on like eBay, Grilled, or whatever, or you can go to your local thrift store and they might have a piece of Nike that's old and a little dirty and stuff like that. Obviously you just have to wash them, but I have been seeing a lot of Nike Vintage, and this is another trend that I do not hate on. It's just similar to the dunks. Like I said, if you guys got it in your generation, the older people obviously, then there's no reason why we can't have it. I mean, like I said, we go hard with the sneakers, go hard with the clothes. So even if it's reintroduced in our generation, obviously it takes away from the first people that got it in their generation. But it's like, come on, like just let it rock. Just let it rock. Now, going along with that, I have been seeing a lot of Nike Vintage pieces mixed with rug printed material. I will show you guys pictures of that because I haven't seen a lot of this in 2020. Basically what people will do, they will take old Nike Vintage sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff like that, and they will either split the sleeves off or even just half and half, and they'll add like a kind of rugged material to it, or kind of an ugly sweater material to it. I will show you this because when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is actually dope. But then some of them are bad, but then some of them are dope. It's just your opinion, honestly. Now this is 50-50 for me because, like I said, some of them are nice and some of them are not. It's just a weird combination, but some people can pull it off, and personally I might just try to get one piece in my collection of pieces, obviously, just so I can say I have it and stuff like that. But now, going along with that, along with the rugged hoodies and materials, it's just kind of material where they have a nice print and it looks like it's a rug. Now this is not mixed or collaborated with or split or sewed in with the Nike Vintage. This is its own sweater. I personally like this a lot. I personally like it a lot. I think it's cool pieces. If you can pull it off, then obviously you have good style. Personally, I think it's just a little over the top for me right now. I just don't think that it's in my style bracket right now. But I will be showing you guys pictures of that also, because I think a lot of people that have worn this type of sweater, this type of material, have definitely pulled off good fits with that. The trend that I'll be talking about is a whole bunch of jackets. Now this also follows in with the vintage. Carhartt, they're kind of a industrial worker type / brand. People who cut down trees work it, people who work in factories wear it. But people have been wearing a lot more Carhartt vintage jackets, for like kind of Coach kind of style jackets, if that makes sense. They've been wearing a lot of Carhartt vintage jackets, and I've seen it everywhere. Some going back to what I was saying, the archive pages and the little fashion pages. If you go on any of these, I will insert some that I do follow personally, that I do see a lot of people wearing these Carhartt vintage jackets. Now this is something that I kind of I'm kind of 50-50. I feel like with a lot of these trends, I have been 50-50. I don't think I've said a trend or I've talked bad about a trend so far, but these are just trends that I've just been seeing in a lot. And this Carhartt vintage jacket, I think is honestly cool because Carhartt is obviously a nice brand. I have 1 or 2 Carhartt shirts. They're a tough brand, but when they originally started, they were for like working class, like industrial type clothing, and people are actually turning into fashion now, which I think that is a nice thing, because fashion is inevitable. Fashion will never end. It's no catch-up game in fashion. It's a catch-up game, but if you make something and you want to wear it, then it's fashion. Don't let anybody tell you what you're wearing is not fashion. If you feel like you feel comfortable and you're confident and you feel like that goes with your style, then it's fashion. Boom, right there. But these Carhartt jackets, they're just nice. They're just cool. You really can't hate on them because they have that real nice vintage look, and this is a simple jacket with a little Carhartt emblem. You just really cannot hate on it. Now I have seen a couple brands what they've done. I don't know if Carhartt done this specifically, but I have seen this brand. I think it's called Imperial or something like that. What they did, put a spider web over the Carhartt emblem, the Carhartt logo, and it just looks tough. I will be showing you guys that. I definitely tried to cop a piece to show my November pickups or December pickups, but sold out of course. So I will be inserting a picture of that as well, just so you guys can see that. Now let's see. Oh, another one jacket that I've been seeing, a lot of Varsity bomber jackets. If you guys do not know what that is, if you ran a sport in college, if you ran a sport in high school for like 4 years, I'm pretty sure they gave you a varsity jacket or something like that. Basically, it's just a jacket. It would be just a jacket with what team you play, what position, the school on the back or whatever. a lot of that is definitely being brought up in 2020. I actually recently just purchased one off Boohoo. Obviously, it's not a traditional bomber varsity jacket, but I did see it on Boohoo, and Boohoo is my favorite brand right now, so I said, why not? A lot of them have been adding their own patch rework. The embroideries is crazy. I like this trend a lot because, like I said, I just purchased a bomber varsity jacket. I think that this trend is very, 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 very nice. First trend that I do want to talk about, it is basically, you know, the little pants that is basically monotone stitch. If you do not know what monotone is basically if you wear one color but different shades. So let's say I have this little dark gray hoodie, but I have like a darker pair of pants and then like a darker or a lighter gray like little jacket over. Basically, you're just combining almost the same color, just different shades. Now, I haven't seen a lot of people wear pants that have this kind of monotone effect, and I think this is a nice trend. Of course, I've seen a lot of jackets like that. I think the jackets and sweaters, they do go a lot harder. I also like the pants because it is something different. I've never really seen this before, or even if I have, a lot of people have not done it right, and I feel like the pages and stuff that I have seen on Instagram and Pinterest, they have done it right. They've hit it on the nail, and I think this monotone look is just gonna be around for a while. One of the last trends that I do want to touch on is just basically hats. I don't even need my phone for this. I don't need to say. I'm just gonna talk about these hats. 2020 has been the year a lot of people have been starting their businesses, entrepreneurships off of hats. Now, I do not hate it because the person behind these hats or whatever, the people doing these little hat Instagram pages, these little hat websites, they are getting to a bag. Now, I do know this hat club, this is a store, a known business or whatever. I guess they started the wave or something like that, or I don't know who necessarily started the wave, but I just seeing a lot more hats with embroidered patches or just embroidered print on it. And like I said, I can't be mad. They're getting to a bag. Personally, I don't like to wear fitteds. It just does not look good with my head. I have a medium-sized head, so it just does not look good with my head. I'm more into the, like, you know, little dad caps, if I would say. I do plan on getting a fitted just so I can do like a contrast video of like a fitted and then a dad cap, but I am more into dad caps. Now, the fitteds, I have no problem with these fitteds. I like the designs that a lot of them are doing. The designs on some of them are actually really tough. I've seen some hats with like bedazzled and jeweled print and whatever, and like custom and like little thorns sticking out and little different embroidered prints, and I think that is just tough. I think that this trend is amazing. It's giving people who have not really worn hats more of a chance to, you know, start wearing more hats because they have a lot of different options. Now, they also have been adding trucker hats back to the scene. If you guys do not know, Von Dutch, all that Y2K era and stuff like that, they have been coming back out because trucker hats are a thing now. You know, a lot of trucker hats where they have the little colored and they have the little white little puff thing, and they have like a embroidered type of print. Those are obviously tough as well. Like I said, there's so many options, there's so many hats that you can choose from. I think that it just gives and it expands the hat scene widely. Now, when people start wearing the same hats, that's when it can get kind of tricky, or when people start doing the same designs, that's also when it get kind of tricky. But I have not really seen a lot of the same designs, which is also a good thing. But I feel like it's gonna happen. People start to copy each other, it becomes inevitable and stuff like that. So I just think this trend is amazing. I like this trend. I like it. Now, I just feel like I've been saying a lot of the trends that I've liked. I have not talked badly about any single trend, mainly because I think these are trends that I just picked and I like myself. So I will try to incorporate some of these trends actually into my new style. If you guys do not know, 2021, I'm switching it up. I'm selling a lot of clothes, but I will be saving that for later videos because I actually want to do an entire vlogmas series with that and stuff like that. But I want to do like a vlogmas series, not like necessarily catered to Christmas, more catered to like Christmas and like just incorporating a little sneaker and fashion in all the videos that I do. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I just feel like I picked out a lot of trends that I personally liked, and I have no shame in that. Now, this is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope that this was a nice little video for you guys just to look at and just see what a lot of the fashion trends are like out there. And if you want to incorporate some of these into your style as well, or even if you dislike, leave a comment down below if you like or dislike any of these trends. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell because I am dropping a lot of consistent videos for the rest of 2020 and going into 2021. So peace.
Active by night, keep going crazy.